Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Today a status on all the birds outdoor in the winter. As you can see, we had some snow and we had some very low temperatures. I'll tell you a bit about that and also show you how I help keep the birds warm outdoor. Right now I provide the birds with extra light during the evening and the morning. I provide this infrared heating lamp and also a heater for the water. After the aviary tour in the big aviary, we'll take a short status on the chickens and the cockatoos and the budgies in the medium-sized aviary, and finally we'll go indoor to take a status on all the birds breeding. But first of all, a status on the outdoor aviary. As I told you in some of the previous videos, the most heat-needing birds are already indoor, and the species still outdoor are able to manage the low temperatures. And very often I meet people who are quite concerned for the birds outdoor in the winter, and it's very important for me to state that I don't leave birds outdoor just if they can survive it. I leave them outdoor if they are still in good health and still lively, and I can see they actually feel good. If a bird shows signs that it's not in good health or if it's in a bad shape, I'll move it indoor right away. Having said that, it is my clear observation that most of the large or medium-sized birds actually feel much better just staying outdoor if given the right circumstances, like heat, shelter and water, compared to the same birds being kept indoor during winter. Quite often you'll see softbills indoor during winter will lose their good shape, will have very bad feather condition, also getting overweight. And finally, many of the birds actually in their homelands do survive winters like this, even though they are not provided with all this extra food and heat and shelter. And another good thing with keeping the birds outdoor during winter is the breeding. Birds will simply follow the rhythm of the year. They will get into breeding condition when the time is and when there are more insects in the wild, when they have the long days and the temperatures is getting up. So I can really recommend keeping birds outdoor also during the winter, but only if it's species that can actually manage it, and also only if you provide the right conditions for them. If that's not the case, you will most likely lose some of the birds in a very cruel way. A very important thing to remember during the winter is to give the birds fresh water several times during the day if there's frost and if you don't have a heater in the water. If there's snow inside the aviary, the small birds will drink from that, but the medium-sized birds and especially the large birds still needs water to be provided, as they cannot drink enough water from the snow. And here you can see the very simple shelter I provide and one of the heating lamps. I have several different heating lamps, so depending on how low the temperature gets, I'll turn up and down for the heating provided. Another way to assist the birds is to provide some extra light, simply to make sure that the birds have enough time during the day to drink and eat, to get that extra energy they need to keep themselves warm during the winter. I don't provide the rabbits with extra light, but they get a lot of food and fresh water several times during the day, so they also can get all the energy they need. Luckily, you nowadays can get a small heater for the drinking water, so you don't need to replace it several times during the day, which can be quite hard if you have a job besides. In this second aviary, some of the budgies still breed, but not as many as during the summer. But I've chosen to let the budgies keep their nest boxes, simply as they use them to sleep in and they provide some shelter for them. But the starlings and the cardinals stopped breeding some months ago. The big cockatoos just love the snow and the ice to play with, and they take the low temperatures without any problem at all. And also in this aviary, they get extra light during the morning and the evening. And finally, a short stop indoor where all the heat-needing birds are at the moment. And some of these are actually breeding, as you can see here. A wonderful clutch of zebra finches. And very soon the female will begin laying eggs again. Some of the Gouldian finches already got a very nice clutch. And some of the parrot finches are on eggs at the moment. Finally, also some of the canary birds and the long-tailed finches have eggs. At the time being, I'm already preparing my next video on the indoor breeding, which will provide a lot extra info on what's going on, including on the first time for me breeding of Java sparrows. I'm looking very much forward to showing this to you. In the meantime, take care, bye.